We have the t-shirts back in stock, my darlings. What is delayed is not denied. We have it in blue since you loved it so very much indeed, my darlings. You better go ahead and get your t-shirt before it sells out, because I just might go ahead and do a yellow t-shirt for you and an orange t-shirt. You have to bear in mind, Baby Girl is a small brand. We are self-funding here, so I can only do so much. But yes, the t-shirt is back and I am living and loving. I also have a surprise for you. Yes. You asked and I said, why not? We have brought the black t-shirt back. What is delayed is not denied. Are we living and loving? Hello, my beautiful Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? So, a lot of you have said, Fumi, we are living and loving some of your outfits. And I said, oh, wow, I do live and love. I do what? I do live and love. So I thought, okay, you know what? Today, let me do an episode about dressing classy and timeless, because a lot of people think you have to have lots of money. A lot of people think that you have to have certain things to look classy. So I said, you know what, let's do an episode on how to look wealthy and classy and timeless. So I said, why not? Here we are, my darlings. Let's do a little styling, because looking wealthy, looking rich, looking timeless, ironically, has got nothing to do with money. No, darling. It's one or two tricks here and there. Let me start by saying a wonderful, nice manicure makes you look very classy, timeless, and wealthy. You do not have to have claws all the way of 5 inches. Majority of the time, you just need to have wonderful, clean, fresh, manicured nails. They can be longer than mine, but make sure that they are well manicured. Make sure that they are clean. Make sure that the nails are even and you're able to clean the nail beds and everything so that they look very, very fresh and nice. Yeah? That is one. Also, wonderful, clean, well-kept hair. And that can be locks, that can be short hair, that can be weaves, that can be braids, so far as it's tidy, well kept and clean. That means that you keep your hair nice and fresh every day, well kept, well groomed every day. We can see that your hair is groomed. That's somebody who looks timeless, well kept, and wealthy. If your hair is in a disarray and you just go out, you look a hot smoking mess, to the point that some people will look and say, where are you coming from? So make sure that your hair is always well kept, clean, and classy. The same thing goes with makeup. If you don't know how to wear makeup, I prefer you don't wear it. Why? Because you could look like Casper the Ghost and you can also look like a clown. Try to see if you can get your brows done, because your brows frame your face. Just brows, a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of blush just to put some color into your cheeks, into your face. That's all you need. That's all you need. And you go about your day. You look what? You look welcoming. There's not a single person that doesn't like to see a well-groomed face. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so it has nothing to do with beauty per se. But you can see that the person made an effort. It is called what? Personal grooming. Personal grooming is part of looking wealthy. It shows a responsibility and a respect for yourself. And so people are welcoming to you. You can imagine you've got busted nails, long nails, your hair looks a mess, and you got these big thick lashes, which I've talked about. Who wants to welcome you into a restaurant looking like that? Just the grooming. We've not even gotten to the clothes yet. It is not what? It's not a good look. Gold teeth. across the grill. That does not look wealthy, baby. That does not look like money. Not even one in the back. I'm sorry. We can be cool, we can be trendy, not a problem. You want to be, hip hop, and you want to look, urban and everything, not a problem. I do the same thing. Look at what I'm wearing today. I'm just wearing my t-shirt back to front. I'm wearing my jeans. I'm just trying to give you an understanding that if you want to look timeless, if you want to look wealthy, money, you're not trying to have gold teeth and go to an office and go for a business meeting and see somebody out there in first class that's not from the hip hop world. It's not gonna work. Also, a pair of earrings. You cannot overload the jewelry like Mr. T and have 25 necklaces, all the jewelry on all hands, and then a couple of 100 bracelets. That's not timeless. That's not looking wealthy. That's not looking rich. The rich just don't do it. They will just have a Patek Philippe and call it a day with maybe a 10-carat ring, and they're done. Limit your jewelry. Limit your jewelry just to a piece, and it really just opens up to us seeing you as opposed to seeing all of these accessories. Yeah, while we are on the aspect of gold teeth, clean white teeth, it just opens up your face. If you can see that your teeth are not looking as bright as they were, and you have 1 or 2 teeth missing or 1 or 2 teeth cracked, darlings, time to go to the dentist. Time to go to the dentist. Make sure that you get checked so that you make sure that you don't have any holes or cavities in there, and ask your dentist, what can I do to brighten up my smile? When I tell you it is an age lifter, my God, and we're not going for Hollywood white. We don't want Hollywood white. We just want where your teeth look brighter, smiley, nice. That's where we're going. The wealthy are always well groomed. I do see that the teeth is a huge factor. Go to the dentist or go to your pharmacy and see whether you can get teeth brightening toothpaste just to elevate your look. Yeah? Okay. Monochrome, monochrome, monochrome. I wear a lot of monochrome. What is monochrome? It means that you wear the same color throughout, or relatively the same shade. It is such a clean and timeless aesthetic. It is such a clean and timeless aesthetic. You really stand out. You can wear black on black, cream on cream, beige on beige. These are the wonderful colors that are very luxurious looking. Black, navy blue, cream, beige, brown, and I have found, of which I live and love, burgundy. Burgundy can be so gorgeous. A lot of deep toned colors can look flawless, even white. Your skirt and shirt, a sweater, a blouse with your bag, shoes, gorgeous. You stand out. Another huge factor, trends. Stay away from them when you're trying to look rich, timeless, and classy. As you very well know, for those of you that have been following me for years now, because I've been on YouTube for 12 years, I have clothes that I have had right from New York. I left New York 26 years ago, and I still have clothes from back then, because I quickly understood trends of which you don't invest in. Always make sure that you buy them from the high street, as opposed for timeless pieces. Those are the ones that you invest in. Those are the ones that you pour your money into, and those are the ones that you will have for years. I'll give you an example. This trench coat. What did I say? Beige. I bought this in New York, and this has to be over 20 years old. It's a timeless piece. A trench coat, you will always have a trench coat. So you know what? You buy a trench coat that is timeless, that is really very basic, because that way it lasts what? It lasts forever. I've had this coat for over 20 years because we're in 2026. Yeah. I had to have bought this maybe in 1998, maybe. Literally almost 30 years. Timelessness. And the colors are so important, because you can wear a beige coat, camel coat, you can wear it with white, you can wear it with black, you can wear it with red, you can wear it with so many colors, and it becomes what? It becomes a neutral. So make sure that you stick with those colors. I'll tell you again, you've got black, you've got navy blue, you have cream, you have white, you have camel, you have brown, you also have burgundy, or like a deep oxblood red. Those colors, timeless. If you have those, you can switch around over 60 looks. 60 looks just using those colors. 110%. You can also buy a timeless bag. Buy a tote bag and buy a handbag. The one that comes to mind is a Chanel bag. You can buy a Chanel quilted 2.5 bag that you can wear during the day, as well as taking it out for dinner. You can buy it in brown, beige, or black, and you will have that bag for years to come, and it will just add that certain je ne sais quoi to any outfit. Talking about matchy, the one thing that we don't want to do is matchy with logos. Logos here, logos there, logos everywhere. Sometimes it can be a little too much. You cannot go out logoed out like that with different logos. Logos on the bag, logos on the shoes, logos on the dress, on the skirt. No, that's a lot. And I'm talking about different logos. The only one time that I have seen logomania, and I lived for it, was on a Gucci outfit very recently. Did I see it on Kiki Palmer? And I think I saw it on Naomi, where it was a blouse, a skirt, and the boots, and I think it was the bag. It was the same color, same logo, and it looked flawless. But again, in a sense, that's monochrome. Do you know what I mean? I am talking about different logos, having Gucci, Chanel, Dior, Fendi all at once. That is the tackiest thing ever. You're not trying to look wealthy and rich out here at all. You're looking like an accident. It's even a sore spot to the eyes because it's a lot to look at. So you have to be very careful with the logos. Don't get me wrong, you can wear your logos. Wear your logo, but let it be a statement piece. Unless it's something like we saw with the Gucci. That, okay. But other than that, nah. Because you want to look timeless. You want to look fabulous, darling. You want to look glamorous. And those are the key pieces that really brings out the glamour and the bougie boo. Yes, baby. The timelessness of it is to cut that down. Nothing too revealing. Translation: if you're revealing the top half of you, then the bottom half of you should be covered. There has to be a balance, okay? If you're wearing a fabulous backless dress, then it should be covered in front. If you have a wonderful slit all the way to the hip, then that means that the top should be at least covered. We should have a certain focus. You cannot come out here in a thong and think that that's a classy, wealthy way to dress. It's not. It's extremely what? It is extremely tacky. And I'll do another episode for you guys if you want me to do what is really tacky out here. And tacky is just tasteless. It doesn't elevate you in any way. My last but not least is fabulous shoes. But baby, they've got to be comfortable, because you cannot start walking like this. You cannot start walking looking crazy, because you lose your balance. You want to get out of those shoes. In so doing, you don't look like the composed beautiful, elegant, timeless, wealthy woman that you are. You can have the monochrome outfit, you can have the groomed nails, you can have the wonderful brows, hair groomed, clean, everything, skin moisturized, glowing, looking flawless. And then you walk in there with some busted shoes, busted heel, and you are waddling from side to side. It destroys what? It destroys the entire look. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, my darlings. Drop it down in the comment section and let me know. And I want to do some of these episodes for you guys as we are coming into summer. We are going to be what? We're going to be feminized out here. I see my girls and you are looking absolutely fabulous. Might I also add, size does not matter. I see some girls out here that are plus size 20, size 24, and they're giving us a run for their money. They are so stylish. They are so put together, beautiful, and the colorway that they're wearing, their hair, damn near, might I even say that sometimes I see my plus size girls dressing better than my smaller size girls. And that is something that we have to pay attention to, because they pay attention to themselves. And they say, you know what, Bobo, we are coming out here and we're going to do one or two things. I want all of my girls to look good. So I want to give a shout out to my plus size, limousine girlies. You're looking flawless out here in these streets. I do see you, and I want to give you a salute. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby. And I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. And we are coming out with yellow as well as pink t-shirts, my darlings. Yes, we are. What is delayed is not denied. I'm coming out. You request, and darling, that is what is my demand. All of my love, my darlings. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking